Hello everyone, Dr. Sam here from ICAN Therapy Centre. In this video we'll be looking at 3 different examples of some escape pain exercises that we use in our escape pain classes at the centre. So escape pain stands for enabling self-management and coping with arthritic pain using exercise. So arthritis is really highly prevalent and exercise is very beneficial to help to strengthen and mobilise the joints. So as I said, this is just giving you really a snapshot of some of the exercises that we use. A really good resource to check out is the Escape Pain website, and they have all of the exercises on there. You can sign up, get all the exercises. And also a really good website to check out if you've got arthritis is Versus Arthritis. They've got like downloadable information on there as well, like leaflets, booklets and things. Right, so what we're going to do in the video, we're going to start with a short warm-up, then we're going to do 3 different exercises to help strengthen the legs, and then we're going to finish with 2 seated stretches. As always with your exercise, just going at your own pace, listen to your own body, and please do put on some music in the background, some tunes to make it a bit more fun. Okay, so we'll start off with the warm-up. Right, so I'm going to start off with simple marching. So you're going to march on the spot. Now, with all of these exercises, if you need something to hold on to for balance, you can bring in a nice sturdy chair and you can hold on to the chair for balance, or if you want to, you can do the exercises seated. So you can sit down again, sturdy chair, lengthening up through the spine all the way to the top of the head, and then marching those feet seated. Lovely, so you're just doing your marching, and I'm going to bring it into some toe taps in front. So you're going to tap those toes in front, and what this warm-up is doing, it's helping to boost that circulation. So you'll find that your heart rate increases, you start to breathe a bit more, and it's also really, really good to help mobilise those joints. I hope you all like my socks. I'm wearing some very sexy pink socks. I thought it matched my t-shirt. And remembering to go at your own pace. If this is too quick for you, slow it down. So it's just adapting these different exercises for yourself, whatever's good for you. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take those toe taps out to the side. So you're going to toe tap out to the side, and it's just going to work those muscles a bit differently. Start to work more into those hips. Again, just going at your own pace. You can take it a bit slower if you need to. Take the movements a bit smaller if you need to as well. Just adapting to whatever is good for you. So our joints have something in them called synovial fluids. So when we start moving, our bodies are designed to move. When we start moving, it's going to help to lubricate those joints, help to make that fluid move a bit better. So hopefully reduce a bit of stiffening and things like that. And I'm going to take it into a toe tap out behind. So again, you've got your chair there if you need it for balance, and you're just toe tapping out behind. And again, going at your own pace. Lovely. Hopefully feeling a little bit warmer. Starting to mobilise those joints. That's good. We're going to bring it back into that march, and we're going to lift the knees up a little bit higher. So you're going into a bigger march. So lifting those knees up, as you can see, lifting those knees up a bit higher. It's really going to work into those hip flexors, loosen up those joints. Typically, we would usually do the warm-up for at least 5 to 10 minutes, but as this video is just a quick kind of snippet really of what we do in the classes, you can always learn these different moves and then do them at home for a bit longer to help warm up. Lovely, so that's your warm-up done. So we're going to move on to the first exercise. So the first exercise we're going to do is called hip abductions, okay? It sounds really fancy, but it's not really, it's very simple. So for this exercise, you would typically have the chair in front of you to hold on for balance. But I'm just going to demonstrate the exercise to you. So it helps to work into these muscles at the side of the hip. And what you're going to do, you're going to hold your chair and you're going to slowly bring the leg out to the side and then slowly back in. Pause and rest between repetitions. So the leg is slowly coming out and then slowly back in. So with all of these strengthening exercises, the important thing is the time the muscles are under tension. So you're wanting to do them really slowly. So it helps to count to 5 on the way out and then to count to 5 on the way back in. So you want to do it that slow. So slow and controlled. And all we're going to do is we're just going to do 5 repetitions on each side. So I think that's 4. And then the last one on this side. And that's 5. Good. So we're going to go on to the other side. So again, you're going to slowly bring the leg out to the side and then slowly back in. So it's really good to have that chair in front. So you've got that balance. Slowly bring the leg out and then slowly back in. It's also, you'll find quite a lot of hard work on the leg you're standing on. So that's why it helps to kind of rest between those repetitions. Key point for this exercise, you want those toes to keep facing forwards. And it's just a small movement out to the side and slowly back in. So you don't want to do this, you don't want to turn the foot out. You want the toes to be facing forwards. So slowly out and then slowly back in. Lovely, that's the first exercise done. It's actually hip abductions. And again, you can always, once you've learnt these exercises, you can do a few more reps. So you can start off with 5, then work up to 10 on each leg. Lovely stuff. Okay, next exercise we have leg alphabets. This one's quite fun. So for this one you need a chair. So you're going to sit in the chair and remembering, even though you're seated, try not to kind of slouch. So you want to really lengthen up through the spine all the way to the top of your head. Lovely stuff. And what we're going to do is we're just going to lengthen and lift up one leg in front of us. And then all you simply do is you're just doing the alphabet. So A, B, C, D. So you're writing the alphabet with your leg. Key points here. Try to keep the upper thigh on the chair. So you don't want to lift it up too much off the chair. So it's supported by the chair. And then the movement is coming from the hip. So try not to move the leg like this. So keep the leg nice and straight. The knee's nice and soft though, so the knee isn't locked out. And then you're just writing the alphabet. You can do it in lowercase or capitals. It doesn't really matter. Whatever's good for you. And then you go on to the opposite side. So writing the alphabet with the opposite side. And this is such a good exercise for the quads, so for the upper thigh. And you really start to feel it burning, once you get to, after a few letters. You can write your alphabet, you can write your name, you can write a story, whatever you like, it's still going to work into those muscles. And you can do this while you're watching telly, you can do it while you're on the phone. It's a good exercise to do. Lovely, so that's your leg alphabets. We're going to move on to sit to stands, everyone's favourite exercise. This is a really amazing functional exercise. So it's working your whole body. It's functional because we do this movement a lot in our daily lives. So getting in and out of chairs, obviously, getting up and down off the toilet, getting in and out of the car. So it's a really good exercise to help really strengthen up the lower body, but you're also having to use your core muscles and everything like that to help stabilise in the movement. Right, so let's see what sit to stands are. Again, you're looking for a nice sturdy chair. So with sit to stands, it's harder with the chair lower, easier with the chair higher. So choose your chairs wisely. You're going to get comfy on the chair. So lengthening up through the spine again, so good posture. Some people might find, depending on what your chair is like, it might be easier to kind of bum shuffle forward a little bit. But I'm quite lanky, I've got long legs, so I don't need to do that. And then you're simply just going to cross your arms across your chest, and then you're going to stand up out of the chair, and then with control, sit back down. These are your sit to stands. If you can't do it with the arms across the chest, you can use those hands to facilitate the movement up and to facilitate the movement back down, and then as you get a bit stronger, you can aim to do it without using the hands. So this is what it looks like from the side. So you're standing up out of the chair, nice and controlled, and sitting back in the chair. Lovely. Sit to stands. Again, if you find it hard even using your hands to stand up out the chair, making sure obviously you're safe and that you've got a sturdy chair to hold on to in front, you can always have another chair to assist you to get up out of that chair and do your sit to stands. If that is too difficult, then you can simply do squats. So you can hold on to a chair for balance, and you can just do some shallow squats, which is pretty much using the same muscle groups, but it's a lot easier than the sit to stands. Lovely, so those are sit to stands. So we have covered hip abductions, we have covered leg alphabets, and we have covered sit to stands. So you can aim for about 10 repetitions at home. Start off with 5. Really, it's kind of starting off at your baseline level and then slowly working up. So see how many reps you can aim for, and then slowly build on that. And then once you've done those exercises, a really good seated stretch that you can do is a hamstring stretch and a calf stretch. So I'll show you those now. Right, so I'm going to sit on the chair. So for this stretch, we're going to bum shuffle forward. Let me just make sure I'm in the shot. So you're going to bum shuffle forward, and then you're going to lengthen out one leg in front. You're going to keep the foot nice and relaxed, the heel is on the floor. You're going to lengthen up through that spine, and then you're going to gently bend forward from the hips. Keep the foot nice and relaxed, and then you're getting a lovely stretch all the way down the back of the leg. And this is focusing mainly at the top of the leg here. Now, if you want to add in a calf stretch, then you can lift up those toes, and you'll find that that really increases the stretch down into the calf muscle. So you can do it all at once like this, or you can keep the foot relaxed, typically holding that stretch for about 15 seconds. And then you lengthen up through the spine, and then you can bring the toes up. So now you're stretching into the bottom of the leg, and that's a lovely calf stretch. Holding that for about 15 seconds, and then you swap over to the other side. And again, you're just gently bending forward from the hips, but as you can see, you're still keeping your chest lifted. So try not to kind of slouch, keep that chest lifted, and it protects that lower back. And then you can lengthen back up through the spine and bring those toes up towards you. And then that's going to stretch into the calf muscle at the bottom of the leg. And again, you hold that for about 15 seconds. And there's your stretches. Lovely, so I hope you enjoyed that short video. Please do check out the Escape Pain website. They've got a lot more exercises on there. See you soon. Bye.